Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Heat coach Eric Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, "I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there." Kevin?
Thanks, DA. That effort permeates through the entire team. One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud in what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Winslow and Bosh at the forward spots. Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. Oladipo misses. Thunder on D. Bosh kicks to Waiters. Back to Bosh. And there's the feed to Waiters. Clock at 6. Up top, Dragic. He's covered by Westbrook. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Screen by Adams. There's a good screen. Takes the 3, and that one's good. Westbrook.
Yeah, continuing his efforts to be more accurate from behind the arc. This will help his team spread the floor even more. Westbrook knocks that one down. And you look at Russell Westbrook, definitely an MVP caliber player, and I recall some eyebrows being raised when he was selected by the Seattle Sonics, the 4th overall pick back in 2008. Clearly the franchise knew what they were doing.
Now Westbrook, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. Oladipo outside. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Again, Oladipo missing. And Frank, you won the dunk contest back in '96. You've got to think Russell Westbrook could have won it too, if he wanted.
Are you saying over me, Kevin?
Yeah.
There are a lot of guys who could have won it over me. Yeah, he's a big-time game dunker, and I loved his quote. He said, "I dunk on people." That's what makes his dunk so special, the ferocity with which he attacks the rim.
Now Dragic, after Westbrook's missed 3. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Dragic. Whiteside's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Ever since Hassan Whiteside has got the starting nod, he's shooting 60% from the field. And it's close shots like that that he lives on.
Here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
14 feet away. Dragic kicks to Bosh. Oladipo against Waiters. Out to the right wing. Here's Dragic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oladipo outside. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the night.
I like seeing Oladipo around the rim using the lift inside.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
It's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
No hesitation whatsoever. Immediately making the switch to race up the court and get their lanes filled. Very difficult to match up with defensively.
Payne out there with Anthony Morrow. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then there's Nick Collison. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems at times that Russell Westbrook can put up a triple-double at will. But he said, everybody thinks that I care about numbers and things like that, but I really don't. I don't think about who shoots, how many times they shoot. That really doesn't matter to me. I just like to win. All that matters is if we win. Kevin?
XD8, one of the most competitive players in the NBA. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Heat knocking down the tray, and Singler kicks to Payne. The 17-footer misses off the left iron. The Heat leading by 4. And Hassan Whiteside signing a max contract to return to the Miami Heat this summer. What a dramatic change of fortune for a player, Greg, who'd bounced around early in his career.
And how about it, Kevin? I think he may be the first player in history to jump from making the NBA minimum to the NBA maximum in one season. He's going to be making 30 times more than he did last year. And who wouldn't like that kind of a pay raise? Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook comes in for Anthony Morrow. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Justice Winslow comes in for Williams. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. The odd fact for the Heat, they have a lot of left-handed players on their roster, Brent, enough to field a complete lineup, in fact, of softballs. They did so last season.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome to watch, and I'm just not sure how it is the guys play backwards, Kevin, as a right-handed player.
This offense just continues to impress.
Thunder trailing by 6. Kicks to Cantor, passes it to Singler. Here's the screen. Cantor sets the pick for Singler. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Westbrook's got 6.
He's becoming better and better at the catch-and-shoot game. If Westbrook ever perfects that part of the offensive end of the floor, look out.
Singler right side, beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Singler's got his first 3 points of the game.
And really no one trying to run him off that spot, so very calm as he drained that 3.
Ellington kicks to Johnson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And that one falls for Johnson. And the Thunder with some changes. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Cameron Payne. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Westbrook against Dragic. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Oladipo outside. The tray. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Miami ahead, up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, is the pace where you want it so far?
The pace, yeah, right now. It's early, so we know they're a veteran team here at home. There'll be several runs in this game.
Especially on the road. The defense leads to that pace, I know. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
That's it for now, as the second half is just about ready to go. We, and I mean the three of us, will be right here after the final buzzer.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far, just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, is there a shot down there that he didn't show them? I'm not sure. Let's see if the D can make some adjustments here as we start the third quarter.
Not too many current or former NBA players can say this, but you can, Brent. You've been in a movie. How was it getting involved in the Jerry Maguire movie? And do you have any more plans to be on the big screen?
I have more plans to go to movies, Kevin, than to be in the movies. Somehow, some way, I got a phone call from somebody that said, we need you to come down here. And I know the backstory to it. Cameron Crowe is from Seattle. I met Cameron Crowe several times, and he said, Brent, I got a part for a basketball player. How about a movie? I said, cool. Then he said, how about a movie with Tom Cruise? I said, even better. And then he said, how about a movie about a sports agent with Tom Cruise and you'll be in the scene with him? And I said, what time?
How many lines did you have in that movie?
Oh, I nailed it. One line, Kevin. One line, one take, Jake. And there was a kid there that was in the same scene. It was about signing some basketball cards. And the little boy was suffering from a cold that day. And Tom Cruise could not have been nicer. In fact, gave the kid some Kleenex.
That's a great story. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat, a lot of length up front with Bosh and Whiteside in the middle. Deion Waiters is out there with Dragic, and it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Oladipo sets the screen for Westbrook. Shot clock at 6, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Miami now.
So perfect to see Russell Westbrook playing for the Thunder because he himself is a force of nature. A couple of seasons ago, he had 3 knee surgeries in less than 1 year. And everyone was worried he might lose some of that explosiveness. Are you sure that's not a bionic knee he's got in there?
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first free throw is good. And you know, Westbrook, Brent, undaunted by the knee surgeries, and up until that collision with Patrick Beverly, he had never missed a game. High school, college at UCLA, never.
No, he never missed one of your broadcasts either, Kevin. You remember in 2015, he got kneed in the face and had to have surgery to repair that cheekbone. So he wore that mask in his return, and then he reeled off that amazing string of triple doubles. I'm not sure he's human. Can we check his blood type?
Now here is Singler. The pass to Ilyasova. He feeds it to Morrow. And Bain now top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ilyasova dishes to Morrow. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dishes it to Singh. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Johnson. Takes it from 10. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Payne's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
And that shows once again that craftiness and body positioning can overcome just someone's sheer size.
Now here's Waiters. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, the bio says 7 feet and 265. Whiteside usually finds a way to get the shot to go despite being hit, thanks to those numbers. Incredible strength.
For the Thunder, Enes Kanter comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Oladipo in for Anthony Morrow. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh is checked in for Derek Williams. And Ellington is subbed in for Dion Waiters.
And the way that the league is changing, you have to respect the fact that Eric Spoelstra has changed along with it. He's had a lot of small ball during the big 3 years, and he's been able to recognize when it's advantageous to go small with his roster for quite some time.
For Oklahoma City, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Kanter.
And of course, in 2015, Kanter signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting.
And Kanter drops them both.
Not your typical big man free throws there. He's lights out.
The Heat with the lead. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. He dishes it to Ellington. Back to Whiteside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Great job by Whiteside there to get himself to the free throw line so he could knock that one down.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. He's off on the first, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And he's good on the second.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know, he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
That will count. Got it off in time, but it's no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Heat lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We know the right way and the wrong way to play, okay? The ball needs to hop right now. That's when we're at our best. We need to start playing together right now, because when we get to the rim and move it, we're getting anything we want.
Emphasizing the unselfish play, Billy D knows that's when they perform their best.
Yeah, I mean, no question, when this team's sharing the basketball and everyone's playing for each other, they are a much tougher out.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. And it's Roberson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Waiters. From 12 feet out. And Cantor pulls it down.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Here's Cantor. No good on that one.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough, because that would have tied up the score. That's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Bosh passes to Dragic. A 3-ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Westbrook with the nice D there. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Adams' shot is good.
That's something Adams is working on right there, finishing plays strong with a hand in his face.
On left to the wing. Stolen by Cantor. Knocks it loose. 3-on-3. Here's Roberson, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Miami. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Well, there's no doubt he's known for defense and rebounding, but you have to admire the work Roberson has put in improving his shooting stroke.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Miami also making a switch. Whiteside's checked in. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Heat lead by 2.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
And how can we know? It comes down to one team's will against the other.
Now here's Oladipo. Back to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Dragic dishes to Bosh. And stolen by Ilyasova. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And the shot goes in. And that's now 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
And that's what a guy like Westbrook will do for you, willing his team forward in these big moments.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Shot from 16. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Those are huge points.
As important a bucket as we've seen all game long.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. The kick out to Oladipo. Nails the tray!
Confidence shown from Oladipo. He wants that shot in that moment.
Timeout called, the Heat. They trail by 4. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Adams. He's checked in for Ennis Cantor. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Now here's Dragic. Bosh. Westbrook pulls it in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And the former college defensive player of the year in his conference, few knew that Westbrook would reach such elite scoring at the pro level.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're losing by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Inside, here's Dragic. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, what a tremendous shot from Dragic there. He is defining clutch.
Free throw dropped for Goran Dragic. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
Yeah, let's forget about how to foul and concern ourselves with who to foul.
Dragic, the pass to Bosh. The dish to Whiteside. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
To the line, shoot 2 for the defender, Russell Westbrook.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And with those makes, he's put the finishing touches on a very good win.
Dragic dishes to Waiters. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Oladipo, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Johnson can't get it to fall. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Russell, the fans are loving it here tonight. What was your mindset coming into the game?
Well, just trying to come out and play our game. You know, we're a good team, especially at home. We did a good job of playing team ball tonight.
Great job at all aspects, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of Russell Westbrook. Tonight's performance is what we've come to expect. He was a leader, not just in numerical categories, but in motivating his teammates.
He loves playing in front of his home crowd. He looked like he was having a blast out there, and he gave him a lot to cheer about. Whether he was scoring or doing something else, he was involved in so many big plays.
Very solid from the floor tonight. Hit on over half of his shot attempts, so he was able to push the action but still be efficient. The team rode that effort all the way to the bank.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.